energies, the aftermath of that weird, super full blood moon lunar eclipse. That was so weird, y'all. Okay, I'm just going to speak, but if you're watching this later, then you'll see what I'm saying. That was the weirdest moon. That was the strangest thing, y'all. That was mischievous. It was mischievous as all hell. Hey, it's your boss. Welcome back. It's been a minute, but I had to hop on here and do an energy check-in, cause what was that? Good morning, Masumi. How are you? Yeah, I haven't been live, I think, in like 2 weeks. I think it's been a minute. I had a lot going on the last 2 weeks, like, there was babysitting and then there was a bunch of other stuff that had to be done, so I was like, yeah. And I was waiting for a deck to come in that I ordered off of Etsy, and then I got told that it's not going to come in until September 30th or September 30th to October 6th. So I was just like, yikes. Like it's not going to come until October. I might as well get back to the lives then. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I feel like so out there, y'all. I feel like, a little loopy. Good morning, Boo Bear. I caught a live for the first time. Thank you so much, Betty Jean 1. Thanks for joining the live. Okay. Hope I didn't miss out, so that's good. Yeah, I was a little bit of a hiatus, but I'm back. And we're gonna do an energy check-in, because what was that full moon that we had last night? What was that with the energies, y'all? That was crazy. Okay, let me just get situated. It was in Pisces, so let's get started here. We'll do the blue howlite. Hold on, let me drink some water really quick. And we can get started. Are you doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing good. I just was like, I was feeling a little weird with the full moon. I still feel weird with that full moon. Hi, Starseed. Thanks, Andrew, for stopping by. How are you? Um, yeah, no, that moon just had me feeling all kinds of weirdness. So let's get started here, because we all got stuff we gotta be doing and whatnot. We all got places to be. We'll be using the Haunted House Tarot. Let's give it some sage. Hey, Jennifer, Grand Rising to you as well. Welcome to the live. Okay, spraying some sage here. You guys, I'm going to ring a bell, so if your ears are sensitive and whatnot, you may want to lower down the volume, because I'm going to ring the bell, okay? So just bear with me. It didn't want to ring. That was so strange how it was staying stuck to the side there. Alright. Let's get started with Aries. We're just gonna start with Aries and keep it moving. Let me just get something set up, y'all. I want to have a return to sender playing in the background, because there was just some weird stuff with these karmics and whatnot last night, so I just want to have this return to sender playing in the background. Now hold on, wait a minute, it's not showing up. Then you know what, we will do this. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, let's start with Aries. What's going on in the chat? Yeah, I caught you live. I pray you have the sweetest of days today and every day after. Thank you so much, Alicia. Good morning. Hey, Ree. Good morning from LA. Wow, Los Angeles. I'm very well, thanks, bud. Graham Rising. Okay. Yes, Misha. Hey, Misha, how's everything been? Good morning, Melissa. Much love and respect from this Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Wow, triple Earth. Shall no one interfere in your reading? Yes, I claim it. Okay. I think we should just start with Aries. What do you guys think? Should we start with Aries? Should we go backwards? Saying hi to our energy into the Aquarius read. Blessings, Jen. Yeah, let's do Aries. We're just gonna jump right in. Oh, we're 6 minutes in. And we're gonna see Pisces first. Oh, somebody here say. Jennifer says Pisces first, y'all. Graham Rising from the... Wow. Graham Rising, Karen, to you as well. Reverse, Virgo season. Hey, Reed says Aries. Guys, what do you think? Aries or Pisces first? I got a few people saying they want to do reverse. Virgo season, Virgo. It is Virgo season, but I've never done a sign a sign like that. Look, everyone's saying Pisces. Looks like we're gonna do Pisces first then. I will be selfish as an Aries sun and moon in reverse. Let the last be first. Okay, so this time around we'll do Pisces first. But then next time we gotta do Aries. So if I go live tomorrow or Wednesday, we gotta do Aries first. And then maybe one day we can do like the elements and whatnot. Put some respect on our name. Well, yeah, you know, Pisces, right? You guys are the embodiment of all the previous 11 zodiac signs. Like, you have everything of the 11 zodiac signs as well as your own energy. I always found that fascinating. A lot of people don't know that. So here we go. Pisces, the energy check-in after this full blood super this full blood supermoon lunar eclipse. That's a mouthful in itself. What was that energy? What did that leave us? Okay, let's see. And I'm pretty sure it was in your sign, if I remember correctly. Yeah, lunar eclipse, full moon, and Pisces. Okay, let's see. What do we have for my Pisces? The energy. After this full moon, the aftermath, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Oh, I'm already getting an energy here. I'm getting a strong energy for y'all. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do them fully upright or fully reverse. I'm not gonna do diagonal this time around. King of Cups and Two of Wands. Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups. Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Wow. Two of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like the aftermath. Look, you have the star at the bottom. Aquarius. So, I feel like this full moon, it could have been like a major release for you guys. Some of you. If not, then this is what the intention or the energy is moving towards with the Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands can talk about carrying a burden or working very hard or carrying very heavy energy. But the 10 also symbolizes an ending. We're coming to an end. So I feel like, Pisces, you have either already released something or you're in the process of releasing something. That doesn't serve you, doesn't serve your highest good, your growth, your journey with this Five of Pentacles here. Anything that could be potentially weighing you down, right? Yeah, super release, feel like I laid the burden down. Yep, this is what I'm getting here with this 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Like, you're no longer going to be holding on to anything. People, places, or things, or energy, emotion that just could be making you feel heavy. And the lunar eclipse can do that. The lunar eclipse, right, because it really ties back to our shadow, our subconscious mind, and you are all about the subconscious in general. So I feel like this moon was very, very powerful for y'all. So I feel here there's been a release, or you're getting ready to release the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Some of you, this release could be through love, or this could be you putting yourself on the pedestal, putting you first. Perhaps you were always there for other people, and maybe that energy wasn't being reciprocated, or love was stagnant. There could be something here that ties back to emotion with the Ace of Cups. But I feel like the Two of Pentacles, you made your decision and you're standing firm, or you're getting ready to make your decision. And it's like there's clarity here. It's very clear where you are wanting to go next. I see like a journal here. I see some type of journal or diary, a notebook, and you could just be jotting things down or writing out what you're feeling, emotions, or what you're wishing to manifest, what you're wishing to cultivate and bring in. A plane just flew overhead, so maybe some of you could be thinking about travel in the future. That's interesting. You have the King of Cups and the Two of Wands, so some of my Pisces, you were doing some type of full moon ritual, full moon prayer, or you could have just been really grounding yourself last night, utilizing these energies for your highest good, your evolution, right? Your soul progress, your healing. Honestly, I feel like this Ace of Cups that was there in the center, I feel like you could just be pouring all of your love into yourself right now, like really loving yourself and loving those that have shown you love in return, like this energy of just good vibes only, which kind of sounds cliche, but that's what I'm getting here. Like really creating this manifestation storm of good energy. You have the Knight of Wands and Nine of Cups, so there's some type of fulfillment here that you're going to be working towards, some type of wish fulfillment, some type of dream. But this Knight of Wands and Nine of Cups can also talk about a powerful energy here of passion or love with someone new that's preparing to come into your life. They could be a Cancer or a Leo, or this could be somebody that you have history with. I see two water signs here, and I see a fire sign. But I'm getting a mix and match here. Like some of you know who these individuals are, but others you don't. There's a Cancer and a Scorpio, and then there's a Leo. Regardless, I see the energy is one of great acceleration that's moving you towards your happiness and your wish fulfillment. So this full moon definitely worked out in your favor, even if it doesn't feel like it worked out in your favor. Sometimes the energy can take a few days to really pick up speed, to really anchor itself into our soul, our spirit, our crystalline DNA, right, etc., the ascension. And it's like an energy here of regardless if you feel the results right away or later down the line, like 2 weeks, sometimes it takes up to 2 weeks for the energy to really kick in. Regardless, I see you moving towards the Ten of Cups. Honestly, Pisces, I can't help but feel like you're slowly approaching marriage, even if you're single, even if you're by yourself at this point in time, or you've been alone for a long time. Maybe some of you have been celibate for a long time as well. I feel marriage is slowly coming into the picture, like it's creeping up on you. But I think there's still 2 to 3 years for that, right? You have the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Swords, so you're going to have weird dreams. I will say, like, one of the aftermaths of this energy is some strange dreams where, like, people could be showing up, or even celebrities and whatnot. Like, people are trying to communicate to you through the dream realm, through the astral realm. So there could just be some weird dreams you may end up having these next 2 weeks in particular, right? But overall, I get this was a very good energy with the star here at the bottom. And wow, the Queen of Pentacles, this is very powerful. There's some type of new financial beginning you guys are being set up for. Could be by September 17th, or some of you could even be sooner. Could be September 13th. Queen of Pentacles there. But you have a newfound era that's coming in. Beautiful energy. Energy of evolution, of soul growth, of expansion. Some type of wish or dream. Like, you see how she's praying there? And then there's a shooting star. Remember that song, If We Could Pretend, like airplanes in the night sky or shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now. Almost like a wish come true. Like something here is getting ready to come true for you guys. So the energy was good for y'all. And naturally, I expected that because it is in your sign, right? But that is your read, Pisces. That's what I have for you. Okay? We have just finished Pisces. So we're going in reverse. For those of you that are just tuning in, we are going backwards. So we're starting with Pisces. Now we're going to be moving towards Aquarius, okay? Moving into the sign of Aquarius, my Aquas. So Pisces is finished. Let's see here, Aquarius. Welcome back. And if you're new here, do make sure to subscribe and join the Soul Tribe. We are going to look at the current energies, the aftermath of the full supermoon, lunar eclipse in Pisces. This was also a blood full moon, so it was very, very powerful. So let's see here, what are the energies for my Aquarians? The Fool, Three of Pentacles. Love your readings. Thank you so much, Doris. Welcome to the live. We have 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Okay. I like this energy, but I do get some type of, I don't want to say resistance, but let's see here. Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles. This is interesting. The 5 of Wands. I'm just going to count them upright. I'm not counting any of the cards diagonal this time around. 7 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. And we have the 5 of Cups and the King of Cups. Interesting. Knight of Cups at the bottom. So you have some cards. Aquarius, right away I noticed that you have some cards that are similar to that of Pisces. 2 specific cards in particular. But it's technically 3, but the 2 main cards that I'm noticing that is similar to Pisces is the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. You also have the 2 of Wands there, so there could be some stuff in the Pisces reading for you guys, but I feel like this full moon, there could have been a release. You could have experienced some type of release or some type of, again, similarly to Pisces, there could have been just this energy of you letting go, but just doesn't feel like it's working anymore at this point. Or you just feeling this energy of wanting to try something new, wanting to take life in a new direction. I get clarity, Aquarius. Almost this energy of you could be getting very clear here on what you're intending to manifest or where you're wishing to move towards. Because you have the Fool here, so the Fool can talk about new beginnings, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, right? The 3 of Pentacles is here, and then you have the 5 of Cups and the King of Cups. So I don't know why, Aquarius, but I get here like somebody could have just been crying over you last night, or you could have released some emotion. The Five of Cups and the King of Cups is a lot of emotions here. Or somebody could have been trying to project some type of emotion towards you. Regardless, I feel like the energy is moving fluidly, if that's even a term. Like the energy is now moving in some type of parallel direction. The Five of Cups, King of Cups can also talk about release, a release of emotions, a release of stagnant energy, or energy that could have felt blocked off. Three of Pentacles. I almost feel here, Aquarius, that it's a time period where these next 3 weeks in particular, you're focusing on your craft, your skills, your work, your abilities, becoming the master. There's this rebellion. You see, that's that Uranus, but Uranus, right, your planet, is retrograding. It's retrograding at the, more or less at the same time. It's retrograding in Gemini, but it's more or less retrograding at this time period of highly charged energy. So it's like you're going to feel a greater impact with these energies. Now, because your planet is retrograding in Gemini, Gemini has to do with communication, socialization, right? Going out and whatnot. But your planet is retrograding in this sign. So this could be a time period where you may kind of want to stay to yourself. You may not want to go out, or you may want to just be in your thoughts, be on your own for a little bit, kind of just do your own thing. And that is perfectly fine, right? It is this energy of you may feel this sense of just wanting to be on your own, right? And not wanting to be interacting with people too much and whatnot. Four of Cups and the Five of Wands. I feel like after 5 days of this energy, you could be feeling a surge within yourself, within your DNA, some type of activation. But the Two of Wands here, Four of Pentacles, there could be something here that you're wanting Spirit to do, but Spirit is taking its time. Almost like I'm getting Jupiter energy, like Spirit is moving slow when it comes to something. And you could just be wanting this to already be here. This could be some type of divine blessing or divine inheritance, or somebody to come in. There's something here, Aquarius, that around September 15th, more or less, I'm saying here you're desiring it, or you're wanting it, or you've been manifesting it, but you're not seeing the results, or you feel like it's coming in slow with the Five of Wands and Four of Cups. And so it's like you could be a little annoyed with your spirit team or your ancestors, or just feeling like, is it going to come in, or should I just start focusing on something else? But it is going to come in with the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. This is a lot of wealth. Somebody here is on their way to prosperity. Somebody here has definitely, you heard the acorn fall on my roof. Somebody here has jumped into like a quantum timeline or something. That's what I'm really getting. Some type of quantum leap has occurred here. And this King of Pentacles, there has to be a Taurus here that at some point, because yes, the Queen of Cups is water energy, but you are water bearer, Aquarius. You're the one with the jars full of water. So look how she has this Ace of Cups and it's full of water, and she's coming out of the pool. Like, there's something here about in the future you guys could be partnering up with a Taurian, a bull or a cow, and a very well off Taurian at that. But something here, you quantum leap, that moon was a portal for a lot of you. And a lot of you went through, and there is some type of abundance that is no sooner about to be manifested, some type of prosperity. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. This is this is somebody that's wealthy, somebody that's going to invest, take a massive investment. There's something here about business or something here about school, moving to the next level, something here about prosperity, abundance. It's almost like just when you thought something wasn't going to shift, it happens. It's like, you know, it just comes slamming right into your face, and it's so like, you see how she's thinking? Almost this energy of you could be wondering, like, now what do I do with this? The manifestation came in, now what do I do? But then a Taurus, a bull. There's a bull here, or it's a cow. He, she, they, them. But this may not be until Scorpio season. It's weird. I'm going to get like a slight headache at the ending of your read, Aquarius. Some type of confirmation, my throat chakra, some type of crown chakra activation, some type of light code, some type of astral projection, astral traveling in the dream realm. So that's what I have for you, okay? This is what I have for Aquarius. Very interesting. My white moon of Selena is in Aquarius, so I'll have to rewatch this and see what messages are there for me. Because I do see the white moon of Selena and the black Lilith moon as very important signs in her chart. So I'll have to rewatch this and see. Okay, we're done with Aquarius. Let's go to Capricorn. The goats. The goats. Capricorn. What is going on with Capricorn? Thanks, love, Capricorn, Moon, and Venus, too. So I appreciate the reverse. No problem. Hello, beautiful soul. Hello, good morning. I'm 79, baby. Capricorn in the house here. I'm a Capricorn rising. We got some Capricorns here, the goats, the greatest of all. Yes. Let's see here. What do we got for my Capricorns? What happened with this? The energies here, the aftermath of the full moon, the full supermoon blood, lunar eclipse in Pisces. What happened, Spirit? The energies. What do we have? Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. The Nine of Wands. Two of Swords. Page of Wands. Six of Swords. This I will count crossing. Five of Pentacles. Now this is interesting. The Six of Cups. Emperor. So there was some type of activation here with an Emperor. There was some type of activation here with an Emperor. Appreciate the intuitive nudges and time gratitude. Thank you so much for stopping by, Dan. Oh, Ashtar Command. Lower decks. Welcome. Eight of Cups. Three of Cups. That's so interesting. I was reading about, in regards to like Ashtar Command, I was reading about this movie that's supposed to come out on Disney Plus. It's called Elio. I don't know if that came out already in the movie theater or whatnot, but basically it's about a boy that gets beamed up by a UFO, and they think he's like the commander of Earth or something. Apparently, it has to do with the Galactic Federation. So I just thought that was so interesting when I saw your username just right now. But okay, the aftermath, Capricorn, of this full moon. Well, I see here the Six of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Capricorn, I feel like this energy is tricky. I feel like on one hand, you want some type of karma to be dished out to your enemies, but then on the other hand, you forgive. I feel like this full moon, you could have just been thinking about a lot of things when it comes to like your life journey, your season, your harvest, your abundance, but also your karmic lessons that you could have gone through throughout the years and whatnot. But there could have been this energy here where it's almost like resolve. I'm hearing resolve. I'm hearing it's so weird because I'm hearing resolve and then they're showing me a plum. They're showing me, right, this purple plum. So I'm not too sure what that means, but plums, right, have a long history of being used as like um a natural remedy for constipation and whatnot. So constipation, right, we're releasing, we're getting rid of what could be stuck within us and whatnot. So I think there could have been an energy here, Capricorn, where you just could have been wrong by quite a few people in your life. Maybe some of you, if not energetically, physically, then maybe spiritually. But it could be this energy here where you could have had this realization, like of just releasing it all and moving on to bigger and better. But it's weird because I get here that there's some type of emperor, he, she, they, them. I guess some type of somebody special here, somebody that could have like a divine contract or had a divine contract. Is something here about like a soulmate or a twin flame or but there are various soulmates, various twin flames, right? Some of us, we have the catalyst twin, we have the dark twin flame, we have our real twin flame. So it's like the twin flame journey can be intense. It's definitely not for the weak, right? And you're one of the strongest zodiac signs out there. So um, it wouldn't surprise me if some of you, right before you reincarnated here, you agreed to go on a, on a journey. Yeah, twin flame. Asumi's raising her hand. Yeah, so it's over here about some type of twin flame or soulmate activation. And if this individual, has been taking long time to come into union with you, just know that they did evolve. They are going through their ascension, right? Spiritually, the woman, right? And I'm just going to be honest, and I'm saying this as a man, the women tend to awaken more. They tend to be in their spirituality more. And the men tend to go a little bit slower, right? So if you're dealing with a man or you're dealing with that masculine energy, right, it can be a drag, it can take a long time, many years before they finally awaken. This full moon could have had you really thinking if maybe you should step away from this. The Eight of Cups, Three of Cups is something here that you could have been looking back and just wondering, maybe I should just step away from this, take a break, and focus on celebrating something within myself, something that I can do for myself or bring within myself. But I feel like Capricorn, you're like in some type of balance. I think because, right, you are in tarot, you are the devil, right? You're able to recognize like the karmic lesson for what it is. And I think that's what's happening here. Like it's this energy of not taking it personally and just seeing it for, like, yeah, it happened, but I grew from it. I learned so much from it. There were a lot of valuable lessons, valuable information that my soul, right, at a soul level that I gained from this experience. So it's this energy here of I feel an energy of balance for you. Like the aftermath is one of balance. You have the Six of Wands, excuse me, Six of Swords and the Page of Wands here. So you're going to be tapping into a new creative project. And I feel like for now, you're just going to focus on you. The Two of Swords is this energy of you could just be doing your own thing. Nine of Wands, look how she ran out of that maze. Like she's running, she's escaping. She's with haste, she's looking if the coast is clear. So it's just this energy here of you utilizing this energy to just really focus on you and your creativity and your own inner magic and what you can make manifest. Oh wow, you have the Temperance and the Tower. Um wow. Something here is about to change. Before the year comes to a close, there's going to be a tower. There's going to be perhaps this Empress coming in. There's something here massive that the angels are preparing. There's some type of divine intervention, some type of divine timing. Something here is going to come to pass by the time you get to December or before December. And the energy of last night was like a portal. It like quantum leaped you and this Emperor to some type of timeline. There's some type of shift. I heard the shift of the ages. I got, oh my goodness, what's his name? The man that was very spiritual. I think his name was Manly P. Hall. And he wrote so many books about like ancestral healing and um, energy, right? Astrology. So, but there's a tower that the angels are preparing for you guys. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. That's what's going on. The aftermath. All right. Speaking of December, we're now moving to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my Sag. What do we have for my Sagittarians? The energy check-in. The aftermath of this lunar eclipse. Let's see here. Ten of Pentacles, wow. Strength. Something here about Leo energy. The Seven of Wands. Seven of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Swords in reverse. Six of Wands, Knight of Cups. The Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. The Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Page of Pentacles at the bottom. Sagittarius, you manifested something this full moon. You did. There's somebody here that was either praying or did some type of incantation. Some type of ritual even. Or prayer, but it was heard by the celestial bodies. It was heard by the power of the moon. It was, because it's going to manifest, and it's going to manifest big within these next coming days. Ten of Pentacles is there. I heard something here about AI, so maybe some of you could be utilizing AI or working with AI, or you're researching AI. But the Ace of Wands and the Strength is something here about a Leo, some type of 5D connection going on with you and a Leo. But I'm wondering if there's like communication here. It almost feels to me like something has been long and drawn out with you and a Leo. But it's not yet time. Like there has to be activation, energy activations, and timeline shifts. Then you have the Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Sagittarius, you could have felt like a very passionate energy last night, or these next few days you're going to feel very passionate, a lot of fire. Look how all that fire is surrounding her. Like there could have been, I miss my little freaky ass. Well, yeah, us Leos, Sagittarius Leo is a good pairing. It is. And us Leos, because I'm a Leo sun, right? We can just be too much. You know, you use the term freaky, like, yeah, we can be a lot. You gotta be careful, because once you get with Leo and they hook you, it's really hard to release them, even if they become bad for you in the long run. Gotta watch out. These Leos, okay, that playful energy. No, but seriously, like you could have just been feeling a lot of passion, you know, towards someone here, or just a lot of built up energy in your root chakra, your sacral chakra, you know, like some of you, you could have had a strong urge to like self pleasure yourself. But you know, the overall energy is like you utilizing this creative life force energy to move forward, to propel forward. I feel like this moon was really good for you guys. I don't know why. But isn't your planet Jupiter exalted by Pisces? If I remember correctly, Jupiter is exalted by Pisces. So there's technically a link between this full moon in Pisces and your planet Jupiter. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands here. You have double 10 together. 10, 10. But 10 can symbolize an ending and a new beginning at the same time, because you have the number 1 there and 0. Knight of Cups, too. Sagittarius, I feel like you're really going to be feeling yourself these, like, especially the month of October. Like, if you haven't felt yourself, like, you're going to be feeling yourself. Like, you're going to be feeling good, looking good, smelling good. Like, this energy of just feeling on top of the world, feeling unstoppable. There's also this feistiness with you. I don't know, like the Seven of Swords, like this energy of like if anybody's being weird, like you have no problem saying something to anybody's face, like this season or something. I don't know, like you, like it's this energy of, you know, whatever I'm saying behind your back, I already said it in front of your face, or I will say it to your face. Like this energy of you just don't, you know, like whatever needs to be said, you're going to say it. You're not going to stay silent, and you're not going to put up or tolerate any disrespect with the Seven of Wands. There's like this fiery energy. It's really intense. Nine of Pentacles. Like you are. Maybe this was a lesson, because you're a very kind and generous sign, but sometimes people take advantage and whatnot. So maybe this was a lesson potentially to like have boundaries and every now and then talk that shit and ruffle some feathers. I don't know. Maybe that was the lesson for some of you. But Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, you are standing tall and proud here, and you're moving forward strong. You're moving forward very, very strong, but there's something here about Leo. There's something here I can't deny. There's something here about Leo. Or some of you, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I guess strong Earth energy as well. Perhaps this Leo has a lot of Earth placements. But the two of you could be connecting at some point in the future. Around February, I noticed all that snow. January or February, I noticed all this snow. Something here about the winter. I guess something here about snowboarding. Aspen, Colorado, like the ski resorts and whatnot, or Iceland. Yeah. I don't know why, but I just thought about like hidden land, or like those old maps like Tartaria and um you know, like if you ever researched all of that stuff, those old coins and the artwork that they would have. I don't know why that came up into my mind. So maybe somebody is researching a lot of this stuff, like the old world, the hidden history, the ancient technology and whatnot. Somebody could be invested in that. But yes, Sagittarius, this full moon was Very good for y'all. It was very good. Okay. That's Sagittarius. Let's go to Scorpio. My Scorpios. Where are my Scorpios at? Let's see. Nine of Cups. The aftermath of the full moon. Seven of Wands. The Two of Swords and the Emperor. Someone here was trying to... Confirmation, my throat chakra. Excuse me, y'all. My apologies. I've been looking at the hidden in plain sight images on Google Maps. Yeah, that I was getting something like that, a download. But there was this... I'm going a bit off topic. There was this woman that came up on TikTok, and she was talking about how, like, there's a land of Jesus, and it's in between Alaska and Russia. Like, she was saying there's a hidden land, and they deleted time zones to make it seem like there's no land there or something. I think her name is like Madeline from Leaving Babylon on YouTube. That, like, I think her YouTube is Leaving Babylon or something. And she talks about like this hidden land of Jesus that's been hidden from us. That's out in the Pacific, in between Alaska and Russia. And I was just like, I was so invested. I was like, I need to watch her YouTube later when I go to the gym, you know, because when I go to the gym, I like to listen to podcasts or readings. We're on Scorpio right now. We just started Scorpio, but I'm going a bit off topic, but I'm thinking of watching her videos because her videos are really long. They're like an hour and 30 minutes long, but she was talking about how Jesus said, go through the narrow gate. And she started to think that he wasn't talking about heaven, but that he was actually talking about a place here on earth. And so that's when she started researching, and she found out that there's missing time zone or missing time period in between uh, Russia and Alaska. You know, it's something here, and it was really interesting. It was fascinating. I thought it was interesting. Do I believe it? I don't know. You know, apparently people say that nobody can just drive a boat or fly over there and whatnot to that area. So I don't know. You know, remember Sarah Palin? She's like, I can see Russia from my backyard. I'm Scorpio, Leo, and Virgo. I love your voice. Very nice. Thank you so much. Aqua, 100, 100, 100. Yeah, so if you're interested into like that weird stuff, or like you like to search of conspiracies, or you want to dive down the rabbit hole, search her up. Her name's Madeline, and I think her YouTube channel is Leaving Babylon or something. And yeah, she claims there's literally a land called the Land of Jesus in between Russia and Alaska, but nobody's allowed to go over there, and they deleted it from the maps or something. Anyhow, there's somebody here, Scorpio. I'm seeing somebody here that just, I don't know if there was some type of telepathic communication or some type of astral projection. I feel like this full moon... Let me see the other cards, you guys. I just want to say something. Yeah, I feel like a heat. I feel like a warmth. So you could have been hot last night. Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Tower. Oh my, there were some people here that were trying to pull on your energy, or people that were trying to... I don't know, Scorpio. Feels like a lot of people were trying to get in your energy, but more so like in the 5D, like to have a night of love or a night of passion. Or somebody was telepathically communicating with you. Notice how she's holding her head. There was some type of telepathic communication, some type of telepathy has been activated between you and someone, or it was already active and now it's been strengthened with this full moon. Like, it's some type of strong psychic connection, a strong psychic bond. But I feel like there's two individuals here. King of Pentacles and Emperor. Doesn't matter the gender. I just feel like it's two, but this Emperor's the primary one. I feel like somebody was telepathically telling you that they love you. Or that they, maybe they weren't telling you, but it could have been this projection of like you feeling love. You know what I'm getting? Smell? I'm literally getting something about smell. Like somebody could have smelled this Emperor in their kitchen or in their bedroom, or they could have felt a tap on their shoulder. Something supernatural. Something that is not seeable with the naked eye. Two of Swords. Notice the blindfold, right? Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands. I feel like this energy of the full moon did not affect you right away. Like, and it's something that's happening within you, but maybe because it was water. Yeah, confirmation. Maybe because it was water energy, like it didn't really affect you like the other signs. I feel like there was more of a love, some type of strong love bond or love tie formed with you and someone. And it almost feels to me like you and this person astral traveled through this portal, like some type of quantum leap, some type of ascension. And you were in the 5D with this person during this full moon. Remember Halo, the show on Paramount? Um, wow, this is mind-blowing, 100% true. Yeah, like I'm getting something here. Remember Halo? I don't know if you guys ever seen Halo. Maybe some of you have played the games, or, you know, maybe your son, if you have a son. Um, but they made a show from this, and the Halo is like a device that only, you know, the one guy can open when he's linked with the other lady. But the lady, she's with the evil alien. She's with the reptilians or something. So they finally get together, they link the Halo, and then they're able to open a portal and go into like this beautiful world. It's like this beautiful realm, this dimension. And that's what I get here. Like, if this is a twin flame, or if this is a soulmate, a divine counterpart, it's like the two of you, you be hanging out there, like your souls, because sometimes our soul leaves our body to go adventure, right? Our oversoul, like sometimes it likes to go adventure, like, yeah, you're at work, but I want to go explore. So your oversoul will leave like your body and then journey around, fly around, the cosmos, wherever. And that's what I get here has been happening. But like somebody else wants to join in. There's a Taurus here, but Taurus, remember, Taurus is your rival sign. You gotta watch out with Taurus, the allure of a Taurian bull or a cow. Because Taurus can sometimes be very, very attractive, very beautiful, very handsome. They can have this suave about them. They know, they just know how to charm people sometimes. A lot of people underestimate Taurus' ability to charm. Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles. The aftermath is you're going to have some weird dreams, some interesting dreams, interesting experiences. That much I will say, Scorpio. But there was some type of telepathic link here with someone, and it upgraded. So that's your read. That's what I have for you, love. Let's see now. Who's next? Libra. Libra. I feel it's been a minute since I spoke to my Libras. I don't know why. I'm a Libra mid-heaven. Here we have Four of Wands, this King of Pentacles energy. Let's give it a bit more of a shuffle. Let's give it a little bit of a more shuffle here, because maybe I'm not shuffling well, or the cards are being stingy. They don't want to talk about that energy, but we're going to see here. One more. Oh. Energy aftermath for Libra after this full moon. Hangman. Okay, here we go. Wheel of Fortune. Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting. Wow. The Lovers and the Knight of Cups. Oh my. Somebody here. Excuse me. The Devil on the side. Yeah. Libra. Somebody here was fantasizing over you the night of this full moon. Someone here was fantasizing bad. This Lovers with the Devil on the side. Let's look at the other cards. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Wow. And at the bottom, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Libra, the Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, Hangman, Wheel of Fortune. You hear that construction going on in the background? Oh, they're taking away the neighbor, all that stuff that they threw out. That oven, those chairs. So something, there's some type of symbolism. You hear it? For that to be occurring during your read, there's something here, because my neighbor, they put out like their oven, a bunch of chairs, like they're getting rid of a bunch of old stuff in their home. But over here in Jersey, you do have to call a specific, at least in this county, you have to call a, like the garbage truck doesn't just take that. You have to call someone specific and schedule, and then they take it, you know? So it's like, there's something here about decluttering. There's something here about either decluttering or maybe donating stuff. Or you could be doing like an upgrade and getting rid of stuff that just has a stagnant energy and getting new stuff. There's something here like that, that the energy could be, you know, maybe that's why this King of Pentacles is showing up. But the main energy, Libra, is there's somebody here that love, they were in the Devil on the side with you when it came to this full moon last night. Oh my goodness. Somebody here was desiring you, desiring passion. This was like, again, that 5D realm, that quantum realm. The Lovers. Somebody here was making love. You could have felt really warm last night. Confirmation, you heard it. You heard them drop that. You could have felt really warm last night, Libra, or like, you could have felt warm, but you also could have just felt very comfortable and cozy. And it's because this individual was like cuddling with you, showing up in the astral realm in the 5D, and they were, you know, they had their arms wrapped around, or, you know, you had your arms wrapped around them. Like, that's why you could have just felt very warm and whatnot. It was them in the spirit. Two souls intertwined, but there was a lot of passion or noke here. This could be a Gemini, Capricorn, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Pisces. I see a lot of signs here. You have the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, Hangman, and the Wheel of Fortune. Libra, I think the aftermath of this full moon is like an energy of maybe not surrendering, but you understand like divine timing. This energy of divine timing at play. The Hangman and the Wheel talks about faith, waiting, being patient. So something here that you guys are taking your time with, or you're seeing after this full moon, that you're going to have to take your time with something and not rush it if everything is to pan out and work out in your favor. And I do see ultimately everything will with this King of Pentacles. I don't know why, but I guess something here about somebody selling a home, or like either somebody's buying a home or selling a home. Maybe that's also because these are new neighbors that just moved into that home and they're throwing everything out from the older neighbors. So maybe there's something here about a move, or somebody's getting ready to move in with you, or somebody's going to want to move in together. It's weird. This is like some type of portal. This was one of the biggest portals ever. And you know, it's crazy because I posted a reading on TikTok the other day, and I stopped putting the dates and whatnot because I got creeped out, because I put, you know, the date for September and I put 2025, and then when TikTok uploaded it, it changed the date to 1994, and I was like, why did it do that? Why did it change the date? But I was like, with TikTok, you can't delete or put your videos private because then it won't get shown. So I was just like, well, I can't change it now. I can't do anything about it now. But I always put 2025. It was the strangest and weirdest thing. And somebody had commented, like, why is the year 1994? You know, is this like the timeline shift? Did something happen? You know, because all your other videos, you always stated correctly. And I was like, I don't know. I responded back. I was like, I don't know what happened. This is really creepy. So this morning when I woke up, I opened the window, you know, let the air come in from the outside, from the woods. There's a little bit of woods in my backyard, and um, the sun was just shining, you know, the sun's rays were starting to come through the trees and whatnot. And it was just the weirdest energy. I was like, we must have went through like multiple portals and timelines, because something strange happened. And then I was like laughing and running around the house, like, and making silly faces to myself in the mirror. Like, I was just acting a whole fool, you know, if I'm being completely honest, before I did this read. And then I traded on the stock market and made $141 or something. But yeah, that was that. So I feel like you went through a massive portal with someone. There's been an adventure here. There's been some type of, and these adventures are going to continue. The High Priestess is the astral realm, it's the dream realm. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups. You're going to be working a lot soon. Within these next 3 weeks, there's going to be a lot of work. You're going to be very busy. So I almost feel like Spirit's saying enjoy this time where things may feel a little slow, or more stagnant, right? Because very soon, yeah, Empress, Ace of Pentacles. Very good. Very good. This is going to work out better than you could have hoped for you and me. This is going to work great, y'all. I can't wait to see how this plays out. Empress, Ace of Pentacles. But yeah, this full moon, you were timeline jumping, but you were also like astral traveling with someone. A lot of you is a Leo, but it could be a Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Gemini. Mm. And there's still going to be more of this astral traveling, more of this 5D interaction and whatnot. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Oh, this energy. Let me just check the time, y'all. Okay. We have 40 minutes left. Wish me luck. I gotta do other stuff, y'all. I gotta hurry. No, okay, let's go to Virgo now. Virgo. The aftermath of the energies for my Virgos. 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Death. I don't know why I keep hearing the name Rakita or Rakit, something like that. Rakeet, or like Rakita. Confirmation, my throat chakra, death, and the star. The aftermath of these energies for my Virgos. Knight of Cups. We have Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. Something here about a betrayal. Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, a betrayal and love. So there could have been a massive purging for someone. Yeah, Ace of Cups and the Five of Cups. I'm seeing here like a release, or if this wasn't you, then this was somebody that you could have had history with. Five of Wands and the Sun. Judgment. The zombies. Zombie apocalypse. But also pre-rapture, right? So we're in this period where we're going through the pre-rapture and getting ready for the Feast of Trumpets. The rapture. And why is it the rapture? Because everything is about to change forever. Not in a bad way per se, but in a way that is going to change our perspective and how we view this world and our lives forever. So here we go. It's an energy, Virgo, of you're getting downloads of strange things to come. And you're very in tune this holiday season. What I'm seeing here is judgment. This is what's going to be at the bottom, but you also have the Star and Death. You have some really intense energies. I feel like this moon, the current energy is you're just releasing anyone and anything that doesn't serve your highest good. You're crossing into the new age, the age of the Alpha and the Omega. Okay, I feel like the Death and the Star. It could even be this energy that there could have been a thing here like Capricorn where you could have just been weighing down. Like, is this petty? You know, am I being too much? But it's this energy of you just say no, you know, I don't accept this individual, I don't forgive them, something here like that. Like you are not giving somebody here or several people here any more grace or mercy or compassion. You know, you want to see justice and you want to see karma dished out in full is what I'm getting here with this Star, Death, Five of Swords, Ten of Cups. Somebody here wants the karma to kick in for, yeah, I'm getting a YouTube comment notification. So this is a Virgo's read. It may not be every Virgo's reading, but I'm getting a YouTube comment notification. Hey Kim, I'm confused on the order came in late. We're on Virgo. We're going backwards. So if it feels weird, that's why, like the energy and whatnot. So we're on Virgo, and then the next time will be Leo. But yeah, Death and the Star, Five of Swords, Ten of Cups. I feel like somebody here could have been praying really hard to Jehovah about something. For Jehovah to release something out of their life, or for something to be just removed, just finished off for good. Person, place, or thing, or work. Ace of Cups, Five of Cups, Five of Wands, the Sun. It shows here that there's some type of battle, some type of confrontation, that a final confrontation that you're going to have with someone. With the Five of Wands, Five of Cups, like the energies are building up to this. But it's like, whoever you're having a confrontation with in the future, Virgo, it's like they're crying. You know, like this energy of you took it too far. You're mean to me. Like somebody here is very childish, childlike. But that's not an excuse if they did something foul to you, you know? Sometimes we have to be cutthroat and ruthless. Sometimes we are other people's karma, you know? So sometimes we have to dish out a little bit of pain to some people, you know? Because if this is somebody that was out here, like, running right through you, running through everyone in the town, village, community, then it's like, you know, you might be the only one that can put them in their place, right? Or if this is several people, right? So it is an energy of the energy is building up to some type of confrontation. I feel, Virgo, a similar energy with Sagittarius. You're not tolerating any disrespect or any heaviness or negativity or any burdens from anyone. Like this energy of you're pursuing you, yourself, and your happiness and your peace. And if anybody's trying to take away from that, and trying to impede you or block you, is like you're not going to hesitate to just cut them off and leave it in the Ten of Swords. I do see somebody here wanting to express love to you, wanting to pursue you, but look how she's sitting at the table. Almost like you're not as interested or you're not as invested. Is somebody here with blonde hair? Somebody here with blonde hair that likes to serve. Or they could be an artist. Some of you went to school with this person. I don't know why, but I gossip here about SpongeBob SquarePants. They told me Patrick Star. They told me something about Patrick Star, so maybe somebody's name could be Patrick. Um, or I think Gary. Gary was the snail. But yeah, that's your read, Virgo. That's what I have for you. It was a major release for you guys. Something was released, something powerful. And it's leading all up to a final confrontation. So let's see here, Leo. Leo the Lion. What happened to my Leos? The aftermath of this full blood moon. This full blood supermoon. Lunar eclipse in Pisces. What happened to my Leos? Oh, I felt some type of energy here. It's highly charged and oh, we have the Emperor. This Emperor does not want to leave y'all alone, okay? This Emperor keeps showing up. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. I feel like somebody here wants to contact you and invest in you. Like the energies are showing an Emperor. But this Emperor could also be a page. He, she, they, them, whoever this is. This Emperor, it's almost like the aftermath of the energy is that somebody now wants to collaborate. Or this could be representing multiple energies that are now wanting to collaborate with you. Let's see here. Ten of Wands. Oh. Judgment, the Hermit. There's like a really weird energy here. This energy is scary. I'm scared and nervous for y'all. Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. The Two of Wands. Leo, I feel energetically you're going to charge forward. This moon was very powerful for you. And I feel like, Leo, you like the Pisces energy, or you're able to blend well with the Piscean energy. You are one of the most intuitive of the fire signs, and so I feel like it's like a unspoken bond with Pisces, who is also the most, one of the most, I feel like people will forever debate, like, it's Cancer, that's the most intuitive, no, it's Pisces. Me personally, I feel all the water signs are intuitive, but I feel Pisces is the most. But, that's just my opinion, right? There's something here about this full moon, you really enjoying the energy, or you really, what I heard, merging. Like this energy of you merging, or you combining yourself with this energy, this power. And Leo, I can't help but feel like your soul, your oversoul is like traveling all around the world right now and seeing places and having experiences. Um, Almost this, yep, an acorn just fell on the roof. Almost this energy of like, if you've been stuck somewhere for the time period, or if your life has been more of like a routine as of late, it's like your soul is craving more. It's craving excitement, passion, creativity. And it could be like this is what is getting ready to manifest in your life, like a lot of excitement and travels and projects, new money, right? New people. Because you are the sun, you need to have, right, this energy of vibrancy, this energy of new beginnings and right fun. That's what the sunshine symbolizes, right? We get that vitamin D with the sun, which ties back to our hormones, which ties back to our emotions. So it's like if life has been stale and a little quiet for you, it's like I do get that during this full moon, your soul was like flying around the world and meeting up with other souls and having a lot of fun and whatnot. A lot of astral projecting, astral traveling, traveling in the 5D, maybe even in the 6D, 7D. Um, Perhaps interacting with entities that are non-human in nature as well. I don't know why, but I got the Arcturians, so maybe somebody here could have been channeling the Arcturian energy or connecting with the Arcturians. Um, but the aftermath of this leaves you in some type of, I don't want to say disagreement, but it almost leaves you like you're seeing something for what it is, whether this is work, your living situation, a familial connection. Is something here you're just seeing as like, you know, it has to be tackled, or maybe this is housing as some type of milestone, something here that you are wanting to accomplish with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Or it could even be a union with someone, and it's like this energy here of you using your advanced psychic powers with the Eight of Swords to like call it in or manifest or to attract it. I get like a very aggressive approach from you, Leo. Like if you feel like your manifestations are blocked, it's like you're doing like a remove manifesting block spell or prayer, or you're getting somebody to do some type of work to remove any blocks. Like I see you just being, like really aggressive when it comes to like, like I want my money and I want it now. I want this house, I want it now. Like this energy of you're very clear with what you want this season, or with the coming days, the coming weeks, like after the energy really starts to settle in. And there is a Taurus here. I see a Virgo. I also see an Aquarius and a Scorpio. Leo, you have a lot of people fantasizing over you, a lot of people desiring you. But there's some type of Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, or Taurus. It's something here about a union that's being accelerated with you and this person because of this moon, this lunar energy. And again, with the Virgo reading that came up, stuff here about zombies, the muggles, those that are unawakened. I feel like Spirit is saying to not, concern yourself too much with what happens and, the weird stuff, because the energy is going to get a little weird. The energy is going to be a little strange these upcoming weeks. So it's like, don't concern yourself with the muggles that feel like, they're like going crazy, they're acting weird, lashing out and whatnot. Because you see it, you see it when you go to the grocery store and you drive around, like people are on edge, aggressive and whatnot. But at the same time, there's also those of us that are in our spirituality, we're healing, we're evolving, and every now and then you see that love, you see that kindness and generosity out in the masses. So I feel this is all coming out to say, Leo, to keep going. You're on the right path. And you will have a lot of responsibilities later in life, though. I do see that here. Yeah, I'm tasting McDonald's French fries. I'm smelling McDonald's. But yeah, a bunch of people here were fantasizing and lusting over you last night. Lusting, so just be careful, when people are desiring us, lusting over us. Thanks Thank you for the reading and confirmation, Saya. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much, Doris. Welcome back. I feel like it's been a minute since I last saw you in the lives. Because I remember a lot of the regulars. But then again, maybe that's just me. It's been 2 weeks since I went live. But regardless, it's nice to see you back. And I'm glad you enjoyed the reading. Okay, let's go here to Gemini. The aftermath of these energies: Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Gemini, I feel like you're wow, Gemini, the downloads like came in. Maybe it's Uranus retrograde. I feel, Gemini, that you're doing a lot of reflecting. Like you're doing a lot of reflecting, not reacting, if that makes sense. Or like you're in the process of being very stoic, of being very calm and mature when it comes to dealing with a person, place, or situation. I really want to see the last two cards here. Yeah, Eight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Hierophant. So, the aftermath of this full moon and the energies. Five of Pentacles, King of Wands. Gemini, I feel like this last full moon, look how she's reading that book, right? And she's in a library. Library symbolize knowledge, the aspect that knowledge is power, right? You also have the black and white floor, which can be tied back to Freemasonry, duality, or these secret occult groups. But essentially, Gemini, what I get here is you're doing a lot of reflecting. And I feel like this full moon really emphasized that inner work that you were doing. If not, then this is what you're going to be doing in the aftermath of this full moon these next few days. I feel you're going to be jotting stuff down, journaling. It's something here about you recognizing um, a pattern here with someone. I'm tasting rosemary, I'm tasting sea salt. Maybe somebody had like crackers that were rosemary, sea salt flavor. I'm also getting stuff here about guinea pigs or hamsters. So maybe somebody had a pet guinea pig or hamster at one point. A hermit crab even. Look at these crabs. Somebody could be a huge fan of Stranger Things. But you're not giving people a reaction. Um, like it's an energy here of you are keeping to your peace and you are just seeing things for what they are. You are being very calm and poised at this time. I feel like you're channeling the energy beautifully. Ace of Cups. But if we're looking at this water as energy and the moon releasing that water energy onto us, it's like you are absorbing this energy and beautifully. And you're recognizing perhaps the lack of progress that somebody here is not making, or somebody here is not doing the work or healing, or somebody gets stuck in their own journey. And so it's like this energy here of you are being very calm, very still. Um, it's a very stoic approach, y'all. Very, very balanced with this justice. Almost like you just see it for what it is. And there's, because sometimes, Gemini, right, you can overthink things, right? You know, the air energy, the wind energy, it starts to take up and take off. And then before you know it, you're flying high in the sky, like flying so high up. And it's this energy here of you just remain in some type of discipline. You have the Page of Swords here, the Page of Pentacles. I almost feel like this season almost this energy of you only want to attract what you know you deserve, what you know you're worth, and not anything less. You don't want anything less, and I think you're making it very clear to the ethers to the powers that be, to the universe, and to the ancestors, that unless you are receiving the sun, you don't want it. You only want what's best for you, for your soul, your growth, and for those that you love. And it's this energy of you, you know, like I rebuke any negative energy, any evil eye, anything that is not going to be a success or in my well-being. Like this energy of you are making it very clear to the universe what you are wanting, and you're not going to take anything less. You are not going to take anything less. If anything less comes in, it's like you're rejecting it, you're rebuking it immediately, and you're touching back base with your guides, your angels, and telling them, you know, this was unacceptable. I'm sorry, I'm grateful that you brought this, but this is unacceptable. It's not what I asked for. I want the sun. I want the sun and the Ten of Pentacles, because that's what I am worth. That is what I deserve. So it's this energy here of, mm, Hierophant, I feel you have learned the lessons. You have learned everything that you have needed to learn for that season of your life, and now you're moving on to this new season, this new timeline. This quantum leap, this was a timeline jump and a portal jump. And the Two of Wands, you're communicating it loud and clear to the universe. You're communicating it loud and clear. If it's not last night, then it's right within these next few days. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. It's been a lot of healing and growth. And now we have Taurus. My bulls, my cows, my Taurians. I dealt with Taurus so long. My mother is a Taurus, and my brother is also a Taurus. So it's like, I'm used to Taurus energy. I have one good client that's also a Taurus. And then I'm a Taurus South Node. Had to get Taurus South Node, y'all. Taurus South Node, right? Materialistic tendencies and having to come to terms that possessions aren't everything in life. It's definitely been a lesson, I'll tell you that much. With my Taurus South Node, here we have the Page of Wands crossing and the Two of Pentacles. So what is the aftermath of these energies, the current energy, and the aftermath of the energies of the full blood, super full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces that we just had? Thank you. Two of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. And then you have that Empress and the Page of Wands on the side. That's interesting. Wonder what that's all about. Justice and the Star. Four of Wands. Eight of Wands. There's a sweeper going around sweeping the cul-de-sac that I live on. So something here about sweeping, something here about this full moon is getting ready to sweep away all the BS, or is something here about if this is energy, dense energy that could have been weighing you down, is about to be swept away, right? Like some witches, some shamans, or spiritual people in general, they use the witch's broom, you know, like people see the witch's broom and they think it's like to fly, that, you know, Harry Potter Quidditch, and yeah, you know, of course, but it's also a way to like cleanse, you know, when you're using it with the oils and whatnot, you cleanse that space and cleanse away that energy. So let's see here. Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups. Very nice. Oh, Taurus. You manifested this, or you're in the process of manifesting this? The Ten of Pentacles. I just heard a voice say hi, so somebody here, there's telepathic communication going on, but Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You know what I just heard? I just heard a whisper. I just heard a whisper that said hi. There's some type of spirit There's something lurking, y'all. But we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, Taurus. Okay. The energy has been one where you could have been dealing with friction with the Page of Wands on the side and the Empress on the side. Something that it's like things have kind of gone your way, but then they kind of haven't. So you could have just felt like stuck in the middle. Okay, this is very specific energy I'm picking up on. I do get that you're on the right path and things are going to start progressing, but it's almost this energy of this full moon could have threw you out of loop or could have threw you out of whack. It could have just been a lot of emotions that were coming up and you could have found yourself in your head or just really rethinking things like things that happen or things that are owed to you, okay? Things that occurred when you were younger and whatnot. Like there could have just been a lot of reflecting here. With the Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, I feel like the energy is moving towards you seeing something just for what it is and no longer engaging or giving it any of your energy or the time of day. It is some type of just like you see it there and you recognize it and you acknowledge it, but it's just this energy here. You just don't have any more time or patience to give to it or something. It's a decision here that you're making with the finances. There is drama coming within the next few days, potentially at a workplace. And this could have to do with upper management, or there could be a CEO change, but there is some type of shift in the workplace. I feel like Spirit is advising you to just stand on the side and observe the craziness that happens. You are protected. You have the Justice, Eight of Wands, Four of Wands, the Star. Taurus, I feel like these next 8 days in particular, it's going to become very clear that there are people here that are wanting you to succeed so that they can enjoy like your success and whatnot, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like there's people here that it's like they are all looking at you and they feel like you can make some type of massive change on this planet or you can cause a big shift in, the town, village, community, or maybe even your family. But it's a bunch of people here that are looking at you to, this Eight of Wands. I don't know why, but when I saw this Eight of Wands, I thought of Superman, like the new Superman movie that just came out, and how he flies so fast. And you see how these Eight of Wands were flying so fast. Like I almost this energy of like people are wanting you to save the day, low key. Like there's people behind the scenes that are just, they're waiting on you to come into this justice, this star energy, and they want you to assist them or help them, but you could just be in this energy of you're not going to help nobody but yourself. There is some divine justice that's at work for you, Taurus. There's something here that is supernatural in nature that's playing out. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, so this full moon was a portal to manifest your abundance and your deepest desires. And I feel here that perhaps there could have been stress or anxiety as to how things are going to play out financially in the future. Perhaps there are debts here. Perhaps there has been a lack of assistance when it comes to money in your life. And so you have always had to fight for what's yours and whatnot. And it's like this energy here of the Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, this full moon is the portal that hands you the abundance. You see how this hand, Taurus, is outstretched and it's handing out. Like, okay, here you go. Now it's your turn. It's finally your moment. Here it is. It's like universe is handing it to you. You understand what I'm saying? It's being brought to you out of nowhere. And, well, everything that you have fought for will be well worth it in the end because this is going to be you now. Look how she has that harvest, that bouquet, right? So I feel this is confirmation for somebody here that has been wanting to know, like, when is it going to come? But it's coming. The prayer will be answered and you will be celebrating. But also just be careful with anybody weird that is driving like a fancy car. There's somebody weird here, a very attractive person that's driving like a sports car or something, but just be careful with this person. They're just weird. I don't know. I don't get they're dangerous, but it's just something sketchy about them. Could be a Cancer, but that's what I have for you, Taurus. That's what the energies are building up for. So praise Jehovah, because it's about time you get what's rightfully yours, what's rightfully been owed to you all these years. Because some of you, it's been years and you have been owed stuff, and it needs to be paid out once and for all. Okay, last but not least, my beautiful Aries. My beautiful Aries, and yes, he is a Cancer. Wow. Well, there's the confirmation, right? Cancer is very interesting sign. A lot of times, right, with tarot, we look at Leo, we see the sun, and we always think about the sun, but we forget about the ruler of the moon, Cancer. Thank you so very much. I love you to the moon and back, you beautiful, amazing, precious soul. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that these reads help you and help the rest of you guys here, you know. I express a lot of gratitude when I'm in my prayers and whatnot that I can do this field of work. Have you done Cancers yet? Did I do Cancer or did I skip over Cancer? I don't think we did Cancer now that I think about it, y'all. We did Virgo, then we did Leo, Gemini, and Taurus. No, we did not do. We did not do Cancer. We did not do Cancer now that I'm thinking about it. So let's do Cancer. Thank you so much for reminding me. Because now that I'm thinking about it, we did Virgo, then Leo, and then I went to Gemini. So no, we didn't do Cancer. Okay, Cancer. This full-blood super full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces. How did the energy affect? What is the energy update? We have the Lovers and we have the Knight of Swords. Let's see. Six of Cups and the Strength. I heard something here about like meditation or meditation ritual or a meditation chamber. But you have the Lovers and the Knight of Swords. There was some type of astral projecting here, similar to some of the other signs. I don't know why, but there's either a Leo or a Gemini. It's something here about Leo or Gemini energy. That Strength card is so dominant, though. It's giving a strong Leo energy. Seven of Swords in reverse, Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Six of Swords. Page of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Four of Swords at the bottom. The World. There was some type of astral traveling, astral projection. There's something here, Cancer, about you and a specific person. And I almost feel like it is no secret at this point that at some point in the timeline, The two of your souls converge to work together on a great project here. Confirmation, my throat chakra. This could be a Gemini, Leo, or an Aquarius. Though some of you I am getting Scorpio. But the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, there is some type of big project that you're going to be working on with someone. Excuse me. The Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like the energy is about to accelerate. I feel like the energy, it's almost like as if the energy is just suddenly being accelerated. And before you know it, you're being brought to join forces with this person. But what's strange to me is it's uncertain if this will become a love situation between you and this person. Again, I get this energy here. This could have been a time period where you were reflecting on everything you've learned, your growth. But you've also could have recently started reading a book, or you could have gone to the library recently. Those of you that have kids, right? Some of you could have, before school started, some of you could have brought your kids to the library and whatnot. But in the astral realm, in the portal, there was some nookie nookie going on. There was some love making or passion with this lovers. There's like a deep love here with you and someone, and your souls cannot resist each other no matter how hard they try. You have the Knight of Swords, so your oversoul could be flying around. Similarly to Leo, perhaps that's why the Strength card is here. Perhaps there's a message in the Leo reading, but your oversoul is flying around and enjoying an experience with someone else, or in the 5D. There's a lot of love, so you could have felt warm last night, or you could have fell into a very deep sleep and just felt very comfortable, very warm and held. Maybe some of you were restless. You didn't like this person and your energy, or the two of you connecting in the 5D. Here you have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. I feel the aftermath of this energy is something here cannot move forward. Notice how these two little girls are blocking the hallway, but then it's like some type of angelic intervention. There's something here that the angels are getting ready to assist you with, getting ready to direct you in. And I feel like maybe you feel intuitively that something big is about to happen, that something massive is about to come on this planet. And I think this is your guides, your ancestors, right? Those beings in the pantheons and whatnot that are sort of like nudging you or whispering to you, like, prepare, like this is what you've been training for, whatnot. Is something here about the angels, you and your angels working very close together, or you and your ancestors. The aftermath of all of this, Four of Swords in the world, is leading to a new beginning in some way, shape, or form. But it's very strange. Cancer, there's some type of mysterious energy. There's like a bigger role that you're going to play in New Earth and like 5D New Earth, the quantum leap. Yeah, I'm going to get a YouTube comment notification. Like there's a bigger role that you're going to be playing here in the New Earth. And your angels, your ancestors, they're protecting you hardcore. Look how these hands want to come out from under the bed and grab her. But they can't. They can't drag her underneath the bed. So you're being protected. You have some type of top protection from the spiritual realm here, because you have an important assignment, an important mission, the next phase. And this full moon worked as an activation. It activated you. It activated the crystalline DNA within you. There were light codes and photons. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody's deep asleep in their bed, but then their soul like shot straight up like a rocket ship out of their body. Remember that video footage? It was a while ago, but that man that was sleepwalking and he he walked out of his home. This was before AI. This was way before AI. But it was that night he was sleepwalking. He walked out of his home and it was like 2 or 3 a.m. And as soon as he closed the front door, he shot up to the sky, like in this light. Like he literally shot up. It was the weirdest thing, creepiest thing. And I remember everybody was debating in the comments, like, oh, this is fake, this is special effects. Other people were like, no, this is real, you know, it was on his camera and whatnot. He had posted it, I think, because he was asking for help, like, what happened to me? What is this? You know, was I abducted by aliens? Like, what happened? And it eventually went viral, but then it quickly died down. I don't know whatever came of it. I don't know whatever happened with all of that, y'all, but maybe it's something like that here. Somebody sleepwalks, leaves their home, and then they get beamed up in that portal. And they get beamed back down before it's time to wake up. You never know. You know, sometimes we have these dreams. We're interacting with these different beings, right? These different entities and whatnot. Entities of light or entities of darkness, right? The shadow people, the grays, the reptilians. Sometimes we be interacting with these beings. This dualistic universe. Okay, Aries. The current energies and the aftermath of the full moon, Knight of Swords. So we're getting this Knight of Swords judgment. I just want to give it a better shuffle, y'all. Bear with me here. Let's see. These cards are stiff for Aries. What's going on, Spirit? Something here is rigid, or something here, Let's do it like that. I'm getting Avatar, the way of the water. I'm seeing the tropics. I'm seeing water. I'm seeing a manta ray swimming like above a coral reef. So maybe there's something here about like the Great Barrier Reef or Australia. Okay. Could also be the Caribbean or Key West, Florida. But there's something here about the ocean. Yep. The ocean, the water, the living waters. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords on the side. The 2 of Wands. What else do we have for my Aries? The 4 of Swords. This Page of Wands in reverse. Wow. Okay, we're gonna count that over here since it landed over there. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the 4 of Pentacles. That's interesting, Aries. You got more cards than everybody else. Page of Swords. 8 of Wands. There was telepathic communication here. Yeah. There was telepathic communication, 6 of Cups, and look what's at the bottom, the Lovers. The Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. Well, Jehovah done took the wheel with this one. But I really want to start over here. I want to look at all of this. 4 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Wands in reverse. I feel, Aries, that this full moon activated this energy of timing. You're a cardinal sign. You take action. You are the god, goddess of war. And on some levels, on some levels, you are the god, goddess of the material realm as well. That's right, the Emperor on some level, which is your tarot card, rules over the material, the riches, whereas the Empress is more of like tied back to earth, the natural things and whatnot. So, is something here about you seeing the timing of a situation with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Page of Wands, and I feel like this is with a person. I feel like a strong journey, a strong love connection, but it doesn't have to be past. It could very well be new. It could be a new counterpart that's getting ready to come into your life. Or it could be the past, and the past is evolving, right? They have changed, they have healed. It can be either or. But I feel like Aries, some of you may have not slept at all last night, or you may have felt too much energy with this stuff in the reverse. You have the Two of Wands, Four of Swords, and then the Two of Swords on the side. It could feel like you're in some type of twilight zone, in the space between the old and the new, but at the same time, you know that Spirit will guide your path and your ways. I get here with the Four of Swords, it's an evolution. Again, energy here of the crystalline DNA. But I heard something here about quantum entanglements. So maybe you have been astral projecting and traveling throughout different timelines. Maybe you have even been time traveling, right? Because to me, in my personal opinion, I believe that time is linear. And the past, future, and the present, we're all experiencing it at the same time. Yeah, YouTube call notification. No, but me personally, I really believe that it's a straight line that, of the universe, from the universe's creation to now, and I feel like it's all going at the same time. So, like the time of Jesus, I feel like that's happening right now, but it's right in a different timeline, running parallel to ours. The time of ancient Egypt is happening right now, but it's in a timeline that's running parallel to ours. Like, why am I saying this? Because I feel like you could have been observing these different timelines and whatnot, and specifically a timeline where you and someone are together, or where you are already married, or where you are already in a union. There is something here about you connecting with someone in the 5D and the astral realm. You hear that lawnmower? Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. There was some type of nookie nookie, some type of action that happened with you and a person in the 5D. And this may continue for the next few days, next few weeks. A very strong telepathic upgrade as well. This could be similar on some level to the Aquarius reading, if I remember Aquarius or Capricorn. But it's like your oversoul separated from your body to go and journey and be with this person, but to also journey with others, the judgment. But primarily with this person, this Knight of Swords. And the two of you were like, yeah, there was nookie nookie, but there was also cuddling. Also, like I get this energy of closeness. Like the two of you really strengthening your bond and whatnot. In the coming days, Aries, you may miss someone out of nowhere, and that's them, or there could be like a longing. The Page of Swords, Eight of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Star. Something here that you have wanted for a very long time is getting ready to manifest into your life. It could be this love thing, but I feel like there's something else here. Something here that really brings some type of understanding or deeper connection with your inner child. There's some type of inner child healing, the recognition of our inner child, or the catalyst soul. And here you have Page of Swords, Eight of Wands. There's telepathic communication. There was a telepathic upgrade. Some of you have superpowers. That's the other thing I was getting. But I was debating whether or not to say that. But some of you do have superpowers, like those prophets of old and whatnot. But there's something here that is going to be a dream come true for you. And it is going to come in. And this full moon was like the catalyst. It was like the energy that was needed to bring this in once and for all. But Wheel of Fortune in reverse, divine timing, coming into play. I feel like it's true love for most of you. That's what I'm really getting. I feel it's true love. The Lover's Ace of Pentacles. That is what the energy is building towards. But that's what I have for you, Aries. All right, y'all. I want to thank all of you for stopping by. Those of you that came by and said hello. I appreciate all of your love and support. Do make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I want to wish all of you the best of luck. And I wish you all love and light. Take care.